Ahoy there, gamers! Big Fat Hairy Gamer here with the Threesome in Freehold. Our first boss be Skycap'n Kragg and his digestively challenged parrot, Sharkbait. As soon as you enter the dungeon, while you're still trying to take out the trash, this boss is flying around, taunting you, and having his parrot drop guano on your head. This vile bombardment does nature damage over time to anyone who stands in it, so it feels like you're effectively in the boss fight right from the moment you phase into the dungeon. When you have eliminated the trash and made it to the boss room proper, Skycap'n Kragg will greet you from atop his oversized parrot, which is at ground level. He will shoot random players, and this can't be avoided, so healers be aware anyone in the party might take some minor damage from this move. His parrot will periodically charge at random players regardless of how much aggro the tank has. A swirly ground effect will appear at the feet of the targeted player, who has just 2.5 seconds to move out of the way. If struck, the player will take both damage and knockback. This gentle introduction continues until the boss reaches 75% health, where his parrot decides Skycap'n Kragg is a bit of a liability and flies off out of range, dropping guano on our heads just like in the trash encounters. Again, this does nature damage over time, so don't spend too long standing in the guano. This parrot can't be targeted, attacked or interrupted. The only thing you can do is get out of the poo. Now Skycap'n Kragg has only 2 real moves. His first move is Azurite Powder Shot, which does massive fire damage to all players in front of him. The party should spread out to try to avoid this. I know. What with trying to avoid standing in front of the boss and simultaneously trying to stay out of parrot guano, this encounter involves a lot of changing position, so it might be difficult for DPS to do their full rotations. I would however like to point out that while changing position might reduce your DPS slightly, dying will reduce your DPS significantly. Now his second move is Revitalizing Brew, which heals him for an increasing amount the further along it casts. This must be interrupted as he can regain significant health. Tanks, do your best to interrupt as many of these as possible, and DPS and healers, if you have an interrupt, feel free to use them. If the tank's interrupt is mistimed and or still on cooldown, one well-timed interrupt from you will save a whole lot of damage later on and significantly reduce the time it takes to down this boss. Now here's a pro tip. Successful interrupts will knock the brew out of his hand, and anyone can pick it up and drink it, restoring their own health, which could take a little bit of a burden off the healer. And that's about all there is for this here scallywag. Enjoy the rest of the vid, and I will fully understand if you want to take a shower afterwards. I know I do.
Someone still ain't got that sea life! Wow! Looks like someone still ain't got that sea life! This one's going right in your deadline! in your deadlights! right in your dead life! Ha ha! Oh, don't crack your teacup! Well, looks like someone was going right in your dead life! Well, look here's a shot across your poop deck! You won't soon be forgetting that taste! Here's a shot across your poop deck! Be off to the locker.
Kragg, yes! You're great, sorry. You smell like parrot guano.